What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you can have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Let me entertain you. Are you not entertained? Make your next thing a big one. Speaking of entertainment, coming up in the program, I have DvG Waldo. Who is DvG Waldo, you ask? You're going to find out in the next few minutes, so stick around. DvG Waldo. Yeah, stay tuned. Hey, this week's shows, I will be at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas on Friday night. Ooh, wait a minute. Before that, flip it, reverse it. Blah, 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 blah. This week's shows, I have two, count them, two public shows this week. Thursday night, I am back, baby. The Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas. Video dance party karaoke jam. The place to be on a Thursday night is the Old Post Barbecue from 6 until 9 p.m. They got great barbecue. They got frosty beverages for the adults. And you know I keep it family friendly because it is the Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas. Be there 6 to 9. I'm back. We're breaking out of this COVID coronavirus quarantine. Family time at the Old Post Barbecue, 6 to 9, Thursday night. Be there. And then on Friday night, 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the AM, I will be at the at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. R-A-B. Yes, now that one is adults only. Kitchens open, the full bar. They got a pool tournament on Friday nights. So if you want to try to make some money on a Friday night, come and play some pool at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. I'm tickling myself for some reason. Video dance party, karaoke jam. All right, I'm going to get into it with Waldo. DvG Waldo. DvG Waldo. Markice Tyner. I know. He didn't want to have his real name out there so much, but I think it's a great name. I really do. Now, there was a lot of people. I'm recording this intro after we've already had the conversation. There was a lot of people at his house, so it's kind of tough to hear him at some points. But let me tell you, the man has quite a story. The young man has already lived a life that most people would never even think of living. So I think he had a great story, and he has a great story, and it's only beginning. So let's get into it with DvG Waldo. Skyping DvG Waldo now.
Yo.
Hello. How's it going, man?
It's good. Everything good.
Do I call you DvG Waldo or Markice Tyner, a.k.a.?
Nah, man. My name Waldo.
Waldo?
My name Waldo, man. My name DvGang Waldo.
That's fantastic. Hey, could you flip your telephone sideways so it fits into my broadcast software?
Like that.
See if it'll cooperate so you're not sitting sideways. You have it to where it won't turn?
Man, hell no. Alright, that's decent.
It won't turn. It's not turning. You got the phone where it won't flip? There it is. Now I got the complete Waldo.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you
Yes,
get high?
What's that?
Can I smoke?
You can do whatever you want. This is your podcast, man.
I'm just making sure, man. I don't want to get y'all in trouble.
Oh, there's a lot of background noise in there, so it's hard to hear you.
Oh yeah, man, I'm in the trenches, man. I'm in the hood for real, man.
I believe it. Okay. Do I want to incriminate you? Are you in a state where that's legal?
I mean, this our house, so like ain't in no abandoned or nothing like that. This our house.
Man,
But, I'm
even
in the
though
business.
even though I don't do it, I hope they legalize it, man, everywhere because it's a plant. It
I
keeps
ain't
people
finna come
calm,
out there.
makes people feel good. What does it do for you?
What?
What does marijuana do for you?
Shit, it's a motherfucking problem solver.
Problem
Shit,
solver.
hell yeah, man. Mary Jane saw well, not all of them, but most of them. You feel me? Like I handle them a certain way.
Well, Rick James used to sing about Mary Jane way back when, man. So it's nothing new, man. People been smoking that stuff for hundreds of years, and I wonder why it got regulated in the first place. Like 120 years ago, some guy who owned a newspaper didn't want anybody competing with him, making paper out of hemp, and that's how it got illegal. You realize that? Somebody in the newspaper business didn't want to have paper made out of hemp.
I ain't even know that. See, look, man, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I think it's if I'm not mistaken, it's William Randolph Hearst is a guy that owned a newspaper way back about 120 years ago, and he just said no. That's one way to make it illegal to make that kind of paper out of hemp. So I'm going to try to. He had enough money and he billed for it. But tell me about you, man. Tell the people about you. Seems like you're distracted.
Man, hey, hold on real quick. My bad, child. My bad, man. I'm Waldo. I'm from the south side of Chicago, Inglewood. I'm a music artist. I got a clothing line called Drayvon's, but that's really
wait a
it.
minute. The south side of Chicago and Inglewood? No, the south side of Chicago and Inglewood? I thought Inglewood was in California. Is there an Inglewood in Chicago?
Man, yeah, this the fucking worstest part. Man, that's the heart of Chicago.
Okay.
Inglewood.
I had no idea, man. You're schooling me. See, I'm teaching you about hemp and why marijuana is illegal in a lot of places, and hopefully it gets legalized in other places. Man, it just and then you're schooling me on Inglewood being a geographic location of Chicago.
Illinois, man. Inglewood, South Side.
Is a lot of music come out of there, or is it a lot of pain and a lot of trouble?
Yeah, Lil Durk, Chief Keef, Lil Zay, who else? Polo G, Cowboy. It's a lot of Chicago artists.
Well, it sounds like a lot of people that are trying to get out of that place. Or is it people that like living in Chicago, or people that are trying to get out of Chicago, or do they remember their roots?
I mean, everybody goal is to make it out the hood. You feel me? But the news only tell the bad stuff about Chicago. I mean, like, it's just some good shit about Chicago that people don't get to see or people don't hear about. Like they only tell the bad shit, but Chicago is a good city, but it's bad everywhere.
Yeah, every time I hear about Chicago, it's either gangsters or the blues, man. It's a lot of music. There's definitely a lot of music comes out of Chicago, and I appreciate that. The House of Blues, heck, the Blues Brothers. But tell me about your part of Chicago and how it is growing up as Waldo in the hood.
And growing up, I mean, I lost my daddy and my uncle when I was like 9 years old. Yeah, so it was kind of rough, it was fucked up.
That's painful, man.
Without an uncle and daddy, man, that shit hard. So I got a single mama, she done lost.
Hey, that's
a baby and a brother,
Wait a minute. You say you lost a baby? She lost a baby too?
No. She lost my daddy and her brother, around the same time.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, you were saying that you lost your uncle and your dad about the same time. Was it?
Yeah.
How did they die?
Uh, my uncle died from somebody killed him, and my daddy, man, I don't know, man. I heard so many stories, but it supposed to be he had overdosed or somebody put something in his drink and he started throwing up his blood or whatever, you know. But I ain't never had a real story, you know. Nobody, you'll never get the real story.
Man, Waldo, you said you were going to tell the good parts of Chicago, and here you're telling the saddest story I've ever heard.
But you
This
asked
is,
me
I
about how I
know,
grew up.
dude. This is your
You know,
life,
so that
man.
goes to something else.
No, this is definitely your life. This is what informs you. This is what makes you who you are. And you have a single mom. I had a single mom most of my life too. She was in and out of marriages. Occasionally I had stepfathers here and there. So I understand, living without dad. But a stepmom is a very special thing. Is she a hard worker?
I mean, living without a daddy, I mean, it wasn't even that hard. I mean, I had my mama, that's all I needed. She made sure that I had what I had. I mean, she made sure that I had what I needed, and whatever I wanted, she'd get that after I got what I need.
Oh man, I
So,
remember begging my mom for $11 Converse. Come on, they're only $11 Converse. This is back in the late '70s, early '80s, and she said, "No, we're going over to the grocery store, get you some Bobos. They're only $1.98." Yeah, that's what you get.
I got a big brother. I got two big sisters, and I got a little sister.
Yeah,
So it's five of us. So.
that's a lot of people in one house, man. You taking care of each other?
I mean, yeah, everybody look out for each other, but everybody got their differences too, and then it'd be like sometimes it'd be like kind of like favorites, but it ain't really favorites, but everybody got their favorite sister and everybody got their favorite brother.
Okay, well, at least you had somebody to take care of you. Usually, family, no matter what, they're going to help you out. Whether you like them or not, they're going to help you. So when did you figure out that you had some kind of gift of gab, the skills to pay the bills, a way to rap? Unfortunately, I'm looking for your music online, and there's not a lot of your music online. A lot of times it's hard to find.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I ain't really up on a lot of platforms. It's just really YouTube. Like, I don't really got no studio, and like, I used to rap, like, when I was, like, 14, well, I started rapping like I was, like, 9 years old. Like, I come from a family full of music artists, like, everybody in my family was either doing music or played an instrument or something, so I had music in my family. Then I grew up off Lil Wayne, I always wanted to be like Lil Wayne when I was young, when I
Who
was coming
doesn't?
up.
Who doesn't?
You know?
I used to make a joke as a DJ. I'd say, I don't like Lil Wayne, but I like Lil Weezy.
Yeah.
What? Because he kind of changed. He kind of changed from Lil Wayne to Lil Weezy. He's kind of updated his image a little bit. What do you think about that change since you're a fan of his?
I mean, Wayne, it's just you can't really say too much about Wayne, it's just he helped. He can do what he want to do. That's the man. He been the man.
That's fire, man. That's awesome. No, and you're growing up. You got a single mom. You got a lot of brothers and sisters. Are any of them the same age as you to where you go to school together?
Yeah. Me and my little sister, me and her like 2 years apart. Like, man, I was real tight growing up. Like, that was my best friend. We used to come up with stupid ass games. But it was just me and her. We always used to play them, just us.
Well, what games? What's your stupid game? Maybe you could school some people.
I mean, like just stupid shit. Like, say, like, we had this big ass ball, and you gotta make it to the window to the couch without getting hit from the ball. But it's a big ass ball. So that should be hard as hell. So, like I say, we was just kids, drunk as hell. That shit was fun as hell to us.
Well, that's good, man. That sounds like if you didn't have a lot, you had family, man. That's a good base right there. That's a nice place to start. But you had some
So
you had some struggles, you had some pain. I mean, did you do good in school at least?
school. Let's talk about school. Okay, school. I went to like five grammar schools. Five grammar schools. I was bad as hell.
What's your favorite
Like
subject?
I,
If there was a
math.
subject that
I
you
like
like.
math.
Oh, okay. Well,
Math.
what have you done with math, man? I mean, did you ever excel in math? Did you ever have a teacher that said, "Hey, you're pretty good at math. You should do something in math."
I mean, I like math, but I got to tell you about school though. We got to get through school though.
Understood.
So
Understood. So you went through 5 different grammar schools. All right. That tells me that there was a little trouble here and there, all in the Chicago area.
yeah, I've been in Chicago all my life.
All your life, man. See, my brother, I
My
never
life.
made it. Never made it that far north. My brother went to naval school in Great Lakes, and that's pretty close to Chicago. And he said he spent some time there. And what kind of bud you smoking there? What is that? You're rolling your own there, man. That's
Oh yeah, this called some gelato 41.
Gelato 41. Is that the good stuff, or is that the bad stuff, or is that the cheap stuff? Is that stank weed? I don't. I
Man,
like the
listen,
smell of it, but I've never smoked it.
listen. We I don't even call this like this premium weed. This that 93. You hear me? Like this only foreign drivers only. Like you can't put this in your beat up ass car. Motherfuckers can't afford this weed, man.
All right,
This
all right.
real.
Well, it sounds like you got some good friends or some good distributors. It's nice to have people in connections.
I will look though. But let's get back to school though, right?
All right, well,
So,
school
like
me.
I said, my had went to like five different grammar schools. I always liked the math and science though, but I was a little pretty boy. I always had hair. I had long ass hair, and I always used to get in trouble for the females. I mean, fucking with the females or females pulling on me or ripping my clothes off. Just crazy shit. So I had to keep getting transferred. And then as I got older, niggas started hating, so that became a problem.
Well, it's tough to be beautiful. I understand. I get it. It's hard, and you got girls that are loving you. But were they loving you just for your looks? Were you just a piece of meat to them, or were you rapping to them? Were you giving them the right words?
I mean, I'm gonna say like third grade, I started rapping. I'm gonna say like third grade, fourth grade, because my uncle died when I was 9. I started rapping like 9
What were you
because
rapping
I watched
about?
them.
Do you think you were rapping about that kind of that your uncle?
I mean, I mention him a lot. Well, I used to mention him a lot, but like now since I done got old, I don't really mention a lot of dead people. Like I still think about them, but I try not to remember that shit, man. I try to.
Well, that's when rap changed, man. But back in the '80s, rap used to be very, very superficial. It used to be like I'm the best from the east to the west. I got the mouth from the north to the south. And then Tupac and Biggie came around and started talking about real stuff, talking about stuff in their lives. And I think those are the raps that really resonate the most. I mean, I can remember all the raps from the '80s, from Two Live Crew even, and from Run DMC and LL Cool J and the old school guys. But then when Tupac and Biggie came around, they started rapping about their life stories. Is that what you ended up doing when you're 9 years old in third grade, talking about your life?
When I really started rapping, I was really focused on like clothes and like talking about riding foreign cars and smoking weed, stuff like that. I was 9 though. I ain't gonna lie. I was young. I started smoking like I was I was like 11, 12.
Well, who got
That's
you?
when I
Who
started
got you
smoking
into
weed.
that? Because my mom and there's no secret about it. She was on the podcast herself telling her story. She was smoking weed my whole life, and I rebelled against her. I guess I never did. But she offered me my first hit when I was 18, and I was like, "No, thanks." But she started pretty young. As far as she says, how do you think that's affected you? Did it affect the way that you look at life? You said it solves problems in the beginning.
I mean, yeah, that's how it feel at the moment. But once you, I mean, like once that hat gone, then like everything hit you. But but I started smoking weed at like I said, I was around 11. Shit, like I said, I
Yeah,
watched my uncle get killed. I was 9 years old.
you watched him get killed. Like
I watched him get killed. I watched everything that happened. I saw everything that happened.
on the street, like he
Yeah,
got
on the street.
man. And what were you doing with him, or how did that happen? Tell me that story. Shoot.
All right, so and then this crazy too because the night that my uncle died, I saw my daddy, and I ain't seen my daddy in a while. He just popped up. But look though, all right, so one night, I had spent the night up at my god brother's them house, which is like 3, 4 houses down from my house, and my uncle and them, they had went out fishing and stuff. So everybody came back. Now it's nighttime. We go in the house. They on the block party, but they on the next block, like not the block that we own in the house, that block behind us. And we upstairs in the room playing the game, but the room we in, when you look out the window, you can see the whole block. So they out there partying, whatever. Some people just came down there, like once you see some people walking down there, they get to arguing. I'm young, I see some hands moving, then all you just see people running and bah, 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 a couple shots got hit. A couple shots went off. My uncle got shot one time in his chest, died.
And you were at the house watching this from your window.
Yeah, yeah, out the window. But look though,
Yes,
when everything was going on, I ain't know that was my uncle. You know, like
I get it.
I ain't thinking like, damn, that's my uncle. And then I went to sleep. And like I say, they woke me up. They was like, man, Markice, I don't know how to tell you, but your uncle got shot. Feel me? Like, the only thing that they were saying was he just got shot. He just got shot one time. I'm like, okay, I know how my uncle, he a pretty tough guy. He known, like, through Chicago, so I ain't thinking nothing of it. He just got shot, but I'm still crying. I'm young. Then, now that I know that he got shot now, put two to two together, like, dang, that was him. He got shot on that block. I was just, damn, put two together. Damn.
And he died instantly after that. He died pretty close after that.
I don't know when he died. Like, I don't know when the bullet hit him, he died, or did he die at the hospital? I don't know all of it. And then, like at that time, I was 9 years old. I'm not trying to figure all that out or know.
No,
I
I
just saw
understand.
that. Like, I didn't even tell nobody that. Until later on down the line. I kept that a secret for a long time.
That you
Like,
saw
damn.
that. Man, that's a hard way to start. Okay, you're just starting to form thoughts in your head. Tell me about some good times. I mean, or tell me about. I mean, did you actually go to the funeral, or did you get involved with
Oh
that?
yeah, hell yeah! I went to the funeral.
What
I
do
ain't
you
got no
remember
choice.
about
That's
that?
my uncle.
What do you remember about that? Do you remember it being a lot of family being sad, or or was there a discussion of like some happy times where you were telling good stories about him?
I mean, like, yeah, but I mean, my uncle won that time when I really got to know him, because I don't know, my mama and my brother wasn't to it for a while, you know, so they weren't really talking to each other and nothing, you know, like every time he see us, he'll speak to us, you know, like he'll give us, you know, like he'll sneak us a little money, you know, like he's sneaking talking to us, you know, all that, you know, so like mom and her brother never really got.
Well, but
You know
then
what?
Waldo, your dad popped up. I guess he heard that his brother died, and then he popped up straight away after that. What do you think? What do you think? That's why he came around?
No. See, my daddy and my uncle weren't really cool, but like I was saying, you know, my uncle was changing his life as I got older. You know, like I can't really tell you. I mean, I got some good times with him, you know, but I can't really tell you that much. You know, like I'm young, you know.
Right, right. Well, let's move
Like,
on from that, man. Tell me more
only
about the
thing
next.
I can really say, the only thing that I could say about my uncle's scooter was some fun shit. He had like a lot of dirt bikes, little mini motorcycle. He had a lot of pets. He loved pets. Like he had a lot of reptiles. Like something was wrong with him. Like he was crazy, real.
Hey, man,
He
some
had a
people
lot of
like stuff.
reptiles. He had like 2 lizards. He had like a crocodile. He had like 3, 4 snakes.
I mean, some
He was
people keep
weird, man.
tigers, man. Some people keep rock crocodiles. I guess. I don't know.
Like
I'm from Florida, so I know crocodiles. I'm from South Florida, Everglades. So all right. So when your dad came back around, I mean, did he come back around to stay for a little while? Did you get to know him a little bit?
man, I probably saw my daddy like 5, 6 times, and the last time I saw him was at his funeral.
Wow. How is this informing you on your rap? I'm sorry about those beginnings, man, but through pain comes creativity. When did you start?
Hey, I like
You're very
what you say?
distracted. You're very
No, go ahead.
distracted, Mr. Waldo.
No, go ahead, man. I hear you.
Yeah.
You got
Sometimes the man needs a light.
no, but what you were saying though?
Well, I'm just saying, how did that inform your rap and your life? And you said you were already. Were you having trouble in school before that, or did the trouble in school happen after you went through your uncle and your dad's passing?
That came after. I mean, before my uncle's situation, man, I was on females and math. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Females and math.
At
Like, I
9 years
ain't
old.
really care about no other subject. I liked math. So, you know, because I knew that I had some talent, you know, like I said, I grew up off music, you know, so I was
Yeah.
like math because I got to learn how to count. I need to know percentages. I need to know all that. I need all my money.
Well, who's playing music and what kind of music were they playing? Who was it that was actually playing?
Like a big part of my music career is my cousin Tank.
Very
Rest
good.
in peace, Tank.
Oh, he's dead too?
Yeah. My cousin Tank died when I was in jail. I was up in the joint.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's explore that.
But
why were you
but
what were you accused of when you went to jail?
uh manufactured delivery.
Delivery?
Yeah, but I had got set up, man. But that shit really was entrapment. But I was young as hell. I caught my first case. I was 18 years old, man.
18.
I was young. You know, I was bad as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I was bad as hell. But I went to jail. I was 18 years old. You know,
What year was
county
that?
down.
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
22. So not that long ago. But shoot, man. I mean, I thought stuff was getting legalized by now. That's only like 3 years
Nah,
ago. Stuff's starting to
look,
get decriminalized.
man, this shit. Oh, I already did the time for this shit. We can talk about this shit.
No, I mean, but you said you were rapping. You said you were talking to girls, but then you had some
Oh,
troubles
yeah.
in school afterward. But then when did you start actually rapping? Did you ever do a
Right.
talent show? Did you ever do a rap battle?
Oh, hell no. We ain't really had that shit like that. And hell no. Look, that's how I really started rapping, right? My cousin Tate,
Tate.
he started taking me to the studio, you know? So I was going off them for a minute. And when I say I got like in sixth grade, that's when I started playing with words. That's when I knew I know how to rap. And let me see.
So
When
what
I
was the
was like
studio
working.
that Tate was taking you? It was an actual studio. Was it big? Did it have the big giant soundboard, the sound booth where you can microphones,
Man,
all that, or was
we
it
was in the
was it a
basement.
bedroom?
We was in our homie basement. We was in our homie basement in the closet recording.
Okay.
This was like shit, like 2009, 2010.
Well, I mean, as long as it sounds right, if you got a good engineer, you can make a closet work. With the
I mean,
decent microphone and a closet and a good computer.
yeah, yeah. So then, like, man, shit. When I was, no, matter of fact, okay, so I was like 12, right? That's when I knew I was wrong. Then I had hooked up with some people, get money crazy. These my older homies and shit. And I was like Lil Wayne out the group. I'm telling you, I was raw as hell. I was young as hell, raw as fuck. Back then, my name was Where Waldo, like WHEA Waldo, Where Waldo.
I was
And
wondering when that joke was going to come around with the "Where's Waldo."
yeah,
Did they make you did they
Where
make you wear red
Waldo.
and white stripes all the time?
Hell no, red and blue though.
Oh, what's red and blue for?
They're my favorite colors. I
Oh,
like red and blue.
fantastic. All right, so continue. You were Weir Waldo, and what were they making you do?
Shit, I was the rapper. Like back then, I used to rap like I don't know, man. I was just young as hell, and the shit I was talking about it was way before my time, and they liked it that.
Well, I mean, people always try to spread their boundaries, and you start talking about things that you have no idea what they're all about. Your brain hasn't
Oh,
formed
but
yet.
look though, but I knew what I was talking about. That's crazy. Like, listen, let me tell you something. I'm 22, but I ain't 22 in my mind. I'm grown. Like, I'm way older than 22. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. You feel me? Most people my age don't even think like this. I don't hang with young people around my age. When I start hanging around young people around my age, I went to jail.
No, I understand that completely, man. Going through what you went through, it makes you grow up pretty fast. You think a kid watching an R-rated movie makes him grow up fast? No. If you watch somebody get shot, especially a
I
family
mean,
member, oh my gosh, you're going to grow up very quickly.
but but I did have like some good times when I was a child too. Don't get me wrong, but
Understood. You played ball with your sister, man. You had that
but
game
shit,
where you're trying not
but
to hit each other with the ball. That was
that
kind of fun.
yeah, that's it.
Well, did you end up playing any sports or any
Oh
extracurricular
yeah,
activities in school?
shit. Before my uncle died and shit, I used to play football. Football. Shit, I tried basketball. I did track for my auntie because my auntie worked at a park, so I used to do a lot of events for her because, she didn't really used to have a lot of kids or a lot of kids want to participate and shit. So I used to do a lot of shit for her. So I played football. I tried basketball. I don't like basketball. Never played. I ain't with basketball. I don't watch it. Don't play 2K. Not an NBA fan, no none of that. I don't know no players, no none of that, but the big players, like James Harden, LeBron James, people who everybody talk about. Like, other than that, I don't know them. I don't know who on the Bulls right now. I swear to God, I can't name one player right now.
I understand completely, man. It's hard to keep up sometimes. I'm from Miami. I'm supposed to like the Heat, but
I don't watch it. I don't fuck with it. I don't. Thank you. Hey man, make sure that I get that wood back.
well, I mean, you got a bunch of people living at the house now. Is this your place? Is that all your family, or is that people that you roommates and stuff?
No, this is my cousin's house.
Okay.
But them all my cousins out there. It's family house.
Well, that's cool. I mean, is it close to your mom's house?
Yeah.
So you got a tight neighborhood. You got a lot of family in that neighborhood there.
Used to.
Okay. Well, tell me. Let's go through the rap career, man. Tell me about you were the rapper at 12 years old. How did you become the rapper? Were you entertaining the rest of your friends and family?
Oh yeah, so rapping. When I was 12, that's when I know how to rap. 13, that's when I was in the studio by myself, with Get Money Crazy. 14, I was in the clubs. I ain't gonna lie, like I told you, I was in the clubs performing.
Okay, like on stage, you were one of the headliners, one of the featured performers.
On stage, yeah.
Like there's a bill, there's probably a playbill out there that has Waldo on it, or Where's Waldo?
It's still old videos on my Facebook. My head dreads. I was like 14, 15 then, but you'll probably think I'm like 18, 19.
Yeah, you said you had long hair, man. All the girls loved it. You didn't have to rap to impress the girls. You said you were already impressing the girls with your pretty looks.
Man, look, I had hair all my life until I was like 18 years old when I went to jail. I mean, like 19 when I went to prison. But before that, I had hair all my life. Like my hair was like down here before I went to jail.
And
It was like down here.
They shaved that off?
Oh man.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, man, I had to.
No,
that's why I gotta have. But I'm growing it out now. That's why I got this hat on.
They didn't let you have that hair in jail?
Hell no.
No.
That's like a power. Like they feel like your hair is power. I don't know.
No, I understand that completely,
That shit
man.
hurt my heart, though. That shit hurt my heart. I can tell you that. I want to cry like a bitch.
So, I mean, well, tell me what you want to tell. Yeah, tell the people what you want to tell them about, your time in prison. How hard was it? How many years were you there? And were you trying to entertain and think about rapping back then, or what?
All right, so back to my. So wait, I'm gonna tell you about my rapping first.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna tell you how I went to jail, because my rapping with Get Money Crazy, I feel like it played a big part of me going to jail. So, so then, like I was saying, I was like 14, 15. You feel me? I was doing shows, rapping, And then my cousin died. My cousin, Devon died. But before that, I was going crazy and shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was going crazy and shit like that. Like, my uncle was fucking with me. I felt like I was waking up out my sleep at night and shit. Hot as hell, sweaty as hell and shit. Like, I don't know, that shit was fucking with me. So I had nah, wait, hold on. I'm going too fast. At 12 and said I was, like I was saying, I was doing the show and shit. But I had too many girls house. That's what it is. I had too many girls coming to my mama's house. And then, like I said, when I graduated 8th grade, I had too many girls coming to my mama's house.
You think they were distracting you?
So my mama sent my ass to job corps. She sent me the Job Corps because I had too many girls come to our house.
So what was
Like
Job
groups of
Corps?
girls.
What's Job Corps?
Huh?
What's Job Corps?
Job Corps up in Chicago
What
on
is
33rd and Kersey.
what is that?
Job Corps is a trade school.
And what did you learn?
Like, I had got my high school diploma, and then I got a trade in computer service tech. I'm IC3 certified.
Well, good. What did you do with that? Anything?
Man, hell no. Let me tell you, right? So then, remind you, I'm like 15, 16 now. I graduate Job Corps at 16. I'm too young to get a job. This was like 2000 and I was 15 years, so this like 16, so this like 2017. I'm too young to get a job. So that puts me to the streets. Now I'm in the streets, but I've been in the streets since I was 10. You know, I've been doing this shit, you know. Don't nobody know. But now as I get older and shit, I'm graduating, so now that puts me more in the streets. So now me being in the streets, it gave me more to talk about in my raps, you know. And when my cousin died, but before my cousin died, like I said, that's when I was, you know, my uncle started fucking with me and shit. I had went to Hardgrove. Now the day I get out of Hardgrove,
Wait, what's Hardgrove?
a Hardgrove is like a mental institution. You know, I was
Okay.
going crazy and shit. Like I was saying, you know, like I kept dreaming about my uncle. You know, like I kept seeing him die and shit. You know, so that shit was fucking with me. It fucked up my head and shit.
Well,
Come to find out I had PTSD.
who
You know, I
sent
was traumatized by seeing my uncle get killed. You know, that shit
who
kept
who sent you
replaying in my head.
who sent you to
Uh,
Hardgrove?
my OG, man, I told her like, man, I don't think that this normal. Like, why I'm steady dreaming about this, you know? That's when she found out, and she, you know, and I went to Hardgrove, you know, I went to Hardgrove, and soon as I'm coming home, soon as they finna release me, my mom come up there. She was like, I don't know how to tell you, but your cousin died. You
Now
know?
that was Devon or that was Tate?
Yeah, you know, but I'm
No,
in this
wait.
place, you know, so I gotta act right, you know, because I'm trying to go home. I'm like, fuck that. I came here. I'm like, hell no, I ain't crazy or none of that shit. I'm seeing these other people. I'm hell no, I don't need to be here, you know. Boy, fuck that medicine, fuck all that shit, boy. It is okay. So yeah, I got PTSD. That's what I got, boy. Boy, let me home. I don't give no fuck about none of that shit no more. I deal with them dreams, you know. That's where the weed come in at.
What the cousin that died, was that Devon or was that Tate at the time?
Huh?
It's a little loud over there. Was that Devon or was that Tate?
Uh, that was Devon.
Devon. Okay. Man, you've had a lot of death in your life, man. A lot of young people dying around you, and that's sad, man.
Oh yeah, man. But he died, you know. So I had to play accordingly, you know, so I could come home from that, you know.
Well,
So it's like basically from Job Corps. I went from Job Corps to motherfucking Hardgrove,
right. And
you
then when you
know.
get out of Hardgrove, did they send you home with some medicine or you just got
Yeah,
home scot
yeah.
free?
No, hell no. But they sent me home with some medicine, man. You know, I had PTSD, you know. They told me I had PTSD, so that's why I'm dreaming about this. You know, they tell me to take these pills that help with the nightmares. Man, fuck that. I do whatever so I can go home. You know, I want to get the fuck up out of here because I don't supposed to be here. You know, I ain't that fucking fly. I ain't that fucked up. I can deal with this shit. This what I'm telling myself though. You know, fuck that shit. No,
Well,
I'm cool.
well, that's the thing about that medicine, man. Sometimes it could affect your mind, and in essence, your
Man,
rap.
I ain't,
I'm
man, when I came home, I ain't take that shit.
See, yeah,
Man, that make you crazy.
I'm watching conversations with Kanye West, and he's completely off that medicine, man. He said that medicine affected his talent, and I can imagine. And but
That's
you're
why I don't take that shit.
but you're
I
self
don't take that
medicating. You're taking your medicine right now. Do you think that's all the
right
medicine
now.
you need?
That's why I asked you.
I mean that. Hey, I've read a lot of things. I've heard a lot of things. It calms you down. It picks you up. You know, I don't. You know, you get from it what you need to get, as long as you don't.
I,
As long as you stay out of trouble. You know that you don't want to get in trouble.
I. So look. So right. So now I came home, man. Devon died. We call Devon DV.
Yeah.
So now when DV died, I come back to my old hood with like where I grew up at my whole life. Hold on,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, you're still 16 years old, and what is it? You can't get a job in the computers that you've been studying, and
Right.
you know what do
Right.
you end up doing?
So back, I did all that, but I'm still 16, 17 now. So now, like I said, Devon died. So now when Devon died, I came back to the area where my uncle's school got killed in, which is where I grew up around my whole life, which is the Inglewood area.
Inglewood.
66, 64th, like that, up in the 60s. Like I said, I'm from the south side of Inglewood. So my uncle died on 64th and Justine. So I still be. So when my cousin died in the same area. Like a lot of my people died up in this area. But I still be over here. I don't know. It's like I feel safe over here. I don't know. It's crazy, but he died and shit. So I came back around. Now when I come back around, I'm around people my age. I start selling drugs, cause I need money. I'm young. So then, like I say, I got a lot of female. I always had a problem with female. I had got a lot of them.
Well,
So that's always.
are they chasing after you for the drugs, or are they chasing after you because you're pretty?
I mean, I've been had female problems way before I was even start selling drugs.
Yeah,
When
but
I was
they chase you. They chase you for different things after
But they
different
chase you
times.
more. But they chase you more when they see the lifestyle that let you in.
Got you. Are you making some money? Are you able to
Like,
buy some things at this point?
yeah. All right. So, like I say, so now I'm like 16. You feel me? So now when my cousin, like I say, I came to this area.
Right.
So I moved out of my mama house. So now I don't live with my mama now. So now I live with my cousin. So it's me and my two cousins. We got our own crib and shit. So now, and like I'm grown. Don't nobody tell me what to do. I take care of myself. So I ain't trying to have none of that. But I'm 16. But I got a grown man life. You feel me? Grown man,
Okay.
kids, all that shit.
Yeah, 16. You're out of school. You're still too young to really be an adult, and you're still. But you're pretty much you are. You're stuck out in the street. You're in limbo, man, because people aren't
Yeah,
aren't wanting to look at you until you're at least 18. That magic number, 18. I mean, so
yeah,
what are you going to get a job at McDonald's, or what do you end up doing,
yeah,
man? You just work in the streets and what, selling
yeah.
dope?
Yes, I sold drugs, man.
Okay. I
I
mean,
sold drugs.
but
So
drugs is a lot of different things. I mean, you could be selling crack, you could be selling cocaine, you could be selling
I mean,
marijuana. Well, I mean,
crack, weed. I mean, that's my case. So that's what I'm talking about. Crack, weed.
just everything.
No,
This one-stop drugstore.
but
But this is your cousins that are getting you involved in that, or is that something you found someplace
hell
else?
no, hell no. This some shit. Like I say, I'm in the heart of Chicago, bro. It's Inglewood. I grew up around this. I was 9 years old. I saw my uncle get killed.
Yeah,
I'm still in this neighborhood.
yeah.
So This shit normal. You know, well, to me, it's normal. To most people, it's not. You know, that's fucked up. But to me, it's normal. You
All
know,
right. But
that's
you
what I'm
you
used
did
to.
that from 16 until when? Are you still selling or?
Hell no. I mean, I started selling weed when I was like 10 years old, you know, but I
Okay.
wasn't really selling weed like that. You know, like I was just in and out like I visit over here on the weekends, and on the weekend I sell weed, you know, because I can get it over here. You know, I can't get it by my mama house. Cause one, I'm young as hell. You know, ain't nobody. No, you know, I don't know nobody. I ain't really trying to make no friends. That's one thing. I ain't never really had no friends, neither.
Are you
You know,
selling to
so
people your age or are you selling to older people?
huh?
Selling to people your age or selling to older
Whoever,
people?
whoever. That's what
Whoever
I want
comes
to
up.
tell.
All right. Well,
Whoever.
you did it. You paid the price, and then what? What happened? Then what happened? You get out of.
So look, this how I caught the case. It's fluky as hell, man. Man, you got young as hell. So it's called entrapment. That's when the police don't come at you themselves. You know, they send somebody. You know, so that's called entrapment.
Mhm.
But I didn't know this. I'm young as hell. So long story short, man, I had served undercover. But before I served undercover, I knew the people who called me. So she asked for some weed and shit. She asked for like, I think it was like a 7, but back then I had $25 tray fives. You know, that's a lot back then. You know, people weren't doing it. People charging you $35, $30. No, like yeah, like $35. You know, I'm charging you $25 for a tray five a week. You know, an eighth of weed. I'm charging you $25.
And that's a good price.
That's a good price. Hell yeah, don't nobody got that. Back then, hell no, nobody got that. You know, so I'm fucking them up.
So you
You
got a
feel me?
good
So I
supply. You get them hand over fist. So if you caught the sight of somebody that you shouldn't have been you shouldn't have been seen. Somebody
no,
saw you. Somebody
no,
got a hold of you.
it wasn't even that. It was like I said, somebody called me, and then when the person who called me was so fluky, the whole situation was fluky, man. So like I say, long story short, man, I served the undercover, but while I served the undercover, it was like I served by the post office. You know, that's a federal building right there. You feel me?
Yeah,
I served weed and crack cocaine like
at a
underneath
federal building.
government facility.
Yeah,
And then so let me tell you about that now.
please.
The motherfucking post office is next to a school. It's the post office school. You feel me? So I get charged with the post office school. Then the school across the street from the church. And I'm 18 years old, man. They telling me all this shit in court. I don't know what the fuck going on, boy. They just said 8 years. What? I just turned 18.
Yeah,
You said 8 years and I just turned 18.
yeah.
Hold on, wait.
You're about to lose your life, man. Tell me what
No,
your lawyer is saying. What is he saying?
this ain't right, but wait though. Alright, so I served her. I go back home. I tell my cousin because it was weird. Like I'm like, man, this little chick just asked me for some crack, but that's normal. But you'll be surprised who smoke crack, So I wasn't really shocked, but and then like I said, I asked him like she good, dude. Like this is auntie, So that's how she got the crack, You don't feel crack to any and everybody, hell no.
Right.
But I asked him like, like I don't, he like that's my auntie, So I gave her the crack, That's how she got the crack. So so then I go to the crib. I tell my cousin the situation, but I'm moving too fast now. I go back out to the stove so I can get some wood so I can smoke. And I go to the stove. I come out. I see the police. hit the corner like they been waiting on me. They had pulled up, they parked. I kept walking. They had to hop out the AU, come in. I ain't run nothing. I don't got nothing on me, so I ain't run. What I'm running for? Only thing I had was a pocket full of money and the shit I bought from the store. First thing they do, they put me in a handcuff. They went right in my pocket, got the money. Then they had went to the store, see that I buy anything, with a big bill or anything, like that I could try to get some change or anything. They took me to the police station. They counted the money in front of me. They left me in the room for like 3 hours, 3 hours. You don't never know shit. They don't got no clock back there. But shit, they left me back there for a minute. And they came back, they counted the money again. I'm like, damn, some money missing. They like, yeah, that's our money. I just shut it the fuck up. I just told on myself. Just by me saying, damn, some money missing. No, already. But whole time, this was already a police anyway. So I fucked through the door. Even if they got the money or not, they still got me on audio and video. Cause I'm on fucking surveillance from the motherfucking post office.
Okay, so
Audio, probably in a wire or some shit. You never know.
so they got you on tape for the buy because I'm thinking you're just walking out of the grocery store with some money. What a guy can't have money in his pocket. That's not a problem at all.
No, but I told you. Remember,
But the
after I
undercover,
served the cop, I had went to the house.
right?
I told my cousin the situation. I went back to the store
Yeah,
to get something,
right
and the police grabbed me then.
there.
You feel
Okay,
me? Like they let me go home, but either way, they still got me on audio and video,
right. So you
So
can't
either way,
beat that.
without the money,
You can't beat that rap. You're looking at 8 years. How much did you actually
right?
serve?
Right. So then I had to do. They gave me probation. I fucked up probation.
Oh, so they were going to let
Yeah.
you off with a lighter sentence.
Yeah. Because this is my first case. The only thing that they want is to convict you.
Right.
Like that's it. And then like I'm like, fuck it, alright, come on, man. I ain't really trying to go to jail, bro. I'm 18, you feel me? Like, who the fuck trying to be around a lot of niggas, bro? I ain't with that shit. I ain't trying to be locked up.
So they give you
Fuck that.
probation, and you messed that up. You went back to selling, or
Look, my first month on probation, I caught a case. First month. Like, it's like once you go to jail one time, it's just easy to go back. Like,
yeah, because they're
you
not
just got
giving you any
what you do
help.
after that.
Yeah, it's not like they're giving you any help. They're not giving you a job. They're not giving you any. You still gotta make a living. You still gotta keep a roof over your head. So all you knew how to do right then, you could make computers, but nobody wanted to hire you. And then
See,
you could sell
then
drugs.
nobody ain't even thinking about no computers, man. I ain't thinking about no computers, man. I'm back in the area where my uncle got killed in, man. I'm in the heart of Chicago, man. I'm in Inglewood, man. I ain't thinking about no computers, man. I'm trying to survive.
So forget computers. And now we're
I'm
dealing
trying to
drugs.
survive.
And what about the rapping, man? Are you able to at least record anything? Put anything down on?
Yeah, I stopped rapping. I stopped
Done.
rapping at this time, bro. I
The
stopped
money's too
rapping.
good. The money and the
It
drugs
wasn't
too
even
good.
that. It wasn't even that. It's just like the people who I was with at first get money crazy. It's like I was saying, like we was doing doing shows and stuff like that. It was just miscommunication, and we wasn't consistent of dropping videos and dropping music. But we had a lot of music. Me personally, I had a lot of music, especially when I was young. Especially when I was young. Like that was my favorite thing to do. Like I come home from school, I wasn't doing no homework. I have my best friend or somebody do my homework or something. I ain't doing no homework. I'm finna come home. I'm finna get high, and then I'm finna go next door to my big homie crib. He finna make me get in the studio.
Well, good.
That was my
Good. You're gonna turn that into something
you know,
good. And then you get in the studio, and what? You don't do anything?
Yeah. Yeah, no, but this was back then, this when I'm like 12, 13, 14, 15,
We're
this
past
when I
that,
was
man.
rapping.
We're past that. You're already
But
18.
then,
You're getting caught with
but,
drugs.
wait though,
Yes, sir.
then by us like kind of branching off, like our music group branched off. You feel me? Like everybody started moving out of town and everybody started going their separate ways. So now that and then, so I was dealing with a lot. That's what really had me going to the, hard growth thing too. That's why I say like Get Money Crazy really played like a big part in me going to jail too, because like when we all went our separate ways, and then everybody got their own personal stuff, but my personal stuff dragged me back to the negative. You feel me? So I'm back to the negative. This was have me end up catching these cases. You feel me? Because I'm certified for computers. You feel me? Still at 16, I'm still rapping. I'm
Right.
certified for computers. But when my cousin died, that bring me back to the negative. This when I'm hanging around people my age. This when I'm selling drugs. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Now I end up in jail.
Okay. Well, you go to jail. You do your time. How long did you end up staying there?
Uh, I did 2 years for three crack bags and 5 bags a week.
Yeah. Well, is jail a good time, or you don't want to go back ever again?
I mean, look, let me tell you something, man.
Tell me.
Sometimes jail can be a good thing, but jail is a bad thing,
Okay. Some
Man,
people
back
get law
to
degrees
jail.
when they go to jail. Some people turn their lives around when they go to jail. How was
Yeah,
your
yeah.
experience?
You feel me? Like, by me going to jail, man, shit, I'm still alive. You feel me? I'm still
Yeah.
alive. That's one thing, bro. Like, it's some good shit and it's some bad shit. Like, me being in jail, shit. When I came home, I lost a lot of people in jail. Even in jail, I was just some fucked up times in jail.
Well, welcome back
Man,
to life, man. What happened when you get out?
like when I get out, shit. When I get out, it's fucked up, shit. I mean, now that I'm out of jail, like I can actually do some shit or try to help, but
So what are you doing,
fucked
man?
up. As
What do
soon
you?
as I come home, shit, I say fuck selling drugs. I started back rapping.
Good.
You feel me?
Good. What are you
Started
doing with your
rapping.
life now?
Right now, rapping, shit, and do what I do.
Well, do you have the
But rap,
ability to record yourself? I mean, at least make a demo. Anybody with a phone can make a demo, but
I mean, yeah, but like I say, man, I don't know. Like sometimes I be feeling that shit. Then sometimes I don't. Then sometimes I do. It's like I don't really got that really like that support like how I used to when I would get money crazy. You feel me? I don't really have that support.
well, that's why you got to support yourself.
Come on, bro. Please, folks. Oh, bro, watch out. Get out, bro. I'm not
It's hard, man. It's hard living with a bunch of people. I understand. I get it. But I mean, where do you want to go with your music, man? Are you able to record? Do you have anybody that at least has a computer and a microphone?
Oh yeah, man. When I came home, I did a mixtape called Tanky Wave. Like I said, Tank is my cousin. He died when I was locked up. So
Yep.
I came home. I made a mixtape called Tanky Wave, and now I'm actually doing this new project called BOA, dancing like Gino. BOA stands for Ballin' Out AJ. So it's Ballin' Out AJ, dancing like Gino.
Well, it sounds like you pay tribute to a lot of the people that have come and gone in your life, man. And that says something
Yeah.
about you. That says that you take some of the people and you keep them alive, man, forever and ever. So Waldo,
Yeah,
man, that That's a
shit,
beautiful
my
thing.
God, I could let y'all hear something that I'm working on. Let me see, man.
Well, I mean, like I said, I was having trouble trying to find the stuff out there. When I looked up DVG Waldo, I couldn't find a YouTube page. But
YouTube is DvGang Waldo. It's like I said, that's my name, DvGang Waldo. So Facebook, DvGang Waldo, YouTube, DvGang Waldo.
well, I'm looking for. Oh, okay, DvGang Waldo. All right, and I see you got something called Demons. You got some videos out
Yeah.
there, man. Tanky Day.
No. See, but that's I don't like that video, man. It was too long, man. Like with videos, now you gotta catch you feel like soon as the video come on, man, you gotta catch people's attention. Like that's 10 minutes, bro. People ain't watching. You feel me? They ain't finna watch the whole 10 minutes,
I
bro.
understand, but who's World War III films?
Oh, that's the cameraman who like he was helping me. I was helping him. Like he upcoming cameraman. I'm an upcoming artist. So we did something together.
Well, it's nice to have it's nice to have a team like that can help you out. Yeah, there's a 10-minute video out there, but shoot, hey, somebody's going to watch that whole 10 minutes, especially when you become big and famous, and people are going to want to know where you started at, man. So 10 minutes isn't a bad thing. That's a good thing. So, man, okay, that's good. That I found you on YouTube. But where do you want to go with your music, Waldo? Where do you want to go, man? What do you want to do with it?
I'm trying to go as far as I can. Like if I ain't really gonna put my all in it, I ain't really gonna do it. But I'm trying to put my all into it. I just need to be around the right people.
Well,
The
do
right
you have the
support.
right people? I see at least the World War III films guy. It seems like he's at least recording you when you're
Yeah,
making videos.
like videos. Yeah, video wise.
That's a good person to have in your corner. Do you have anybody that's able to record you, or how are you getting your
Oh
music out there?
yeah. My cousin, Katie Young Cocky, he had did my whole Take You Away mixtape for me.
Well, if somebody listens to this and somebody, how do you want people to connect with you? How do you want people to find you online and otherwise?
Facebook, the DvGang Waldo or just Waldo. They're my two Facebook. My Instagram is DVDMG underscore Waldo. DVDMG underscore Waldo.
DVDMG
Yeah,
underscore Waldo.
DVD. Yeah, DVDMG.
Okay, I got you. All right, now I'm
Okay,
getting
and
an idea of where you are. See, I know we found each other on Twitter, and that was the easiest place to find you. But I want you to brand
yeah,
yourself. If you're going to be
yeah.
DVG Waldo, I want everything to be DVG Waldo. That way, I could find you pretty easy.
Yeah. Alright. Then Snapchat is Waldo underscore Tanky.
Okay, so your YouTube is all is World War III films, WW3 films.
No. Mine's is DvGang Waldo.
Well, everything I find under DvGang Waldo, it's okay. I got you, DvGang Waldo. There you go. You got a new
Yeah.
subscriber. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, good, man. I'm looking
Thanks.
forward to learning more about you as time progresses, and hopefully, with this podcast and as hopefully some people listen to this and you get some more followers out of it. But I want to see you put more stuff out there, man, and I want you to keep going with
Yeah,
this rapping thing. It
I'm
sounds like a
trying.
good way to
I
go.
just gotta lot going on, you know. See, you feel me? So I'm trying to balance that out, but then, you know, I'm trying to focus on my music. But like I say, man, I'm also working on a new project right now. You feel me? I got a couple of samples for y'all, you feel me, so y'all can hear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to focus anyway. Just this whole podcast was a bunch of people walking through. So it was hard to – anybody that's listening to this, I hope that they do listen to the whole thing. But, hey, man, there was some background noise. There was some people back there. You got a whole family. You got a whole crew living with you. And hey, you'll make it work. You'll make it work, Waldo.
They crazy, man. Like I say, though.
Well,
we all family, man.
I appreciate you talking to me, Markice. I appreciate it so much, man. Waldo. No, I want. You know what? I think Markice Tyner is a great name, but Waldo is a good name too. You know, but
that's my real name, man. Like, I don't even know. Like, I ain't even trying to put that up there. Like, they tweaking, man. I don't even want nobody. You know.
I think it's a beautiful name, man. Your mom came up with it. Your dad came up with it. Somebody came up with it. That's a beautiful name, man. And I could see it up in lights. Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's get off of this thing. I usually like to finish it off with last words for the people. Well, go ahead and give.
But look, though, man, I got something for y'all, man.
Go ahead.
Before we end this, man. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do something for AJ. I'm gonna do something.
Well, give
like I say, ball out, AJ.
Well, give the people some last words.
They crazy, man. I told you.
All right, Waldo. Give the people some last words. It could be words to live by. It could be, whatever pops into your head at this moment in time, Waldo. Last words for the people.
With all of the beat.
Go.
We loaded handguns, but we want AKs. And when we slide down they block, they screaming Mayday. Feel like a payday, they counting rackets. And ever since I was a kid, getting money crazy. We loaded handguns, but we want AKs. And when we slide down they block, they screaming Mayday. Feel like a payday, been counting rackets. And ever since I was a kid, getting money crazy. Hey, when man AJ, the trapper was begging up weed, was begging up crack. I was like, can't he old dog? He fuck around, smoke all y'all. He like Greg, I'm smoking. Rare off smoking on Doty. 24 like I'm Kobe. 6'4", baby, you know me. I was drunk, I was running from the police. My side of the dude go hold me. School the Ville City just gotta fold me. Slap with the car facts just gotta show me. That's all that I'm getting y'all, man.
That's how it's done, man. That's how it's done. Well, there you have it, party people. DvG Waldo. DvG_Waldo is where you find him. I guess on his, he has DvGMG_Waldo for the Instagram, DV space gang space Waldo is how you find him on YouTube. No, DvGang Waldo. No space between DV and gang. Man, I'll put all the links in the show notes. And the way I found him was on Twitter, and that was DvG Waldo, all put together. Ah, man, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I'm so glad that I got to talk to him a little bit. There were a lot of people in that room, though. Let me tell you, it was hard to hear at some points, but well worth it. Well worth it. I appreciate you so much for being on the podcast. I hope a lot more people follow you around, listen to you, and help support your music career, man, because you got some talent. Thank you for the rap at the end. I appreciate it. All right. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Famous. If you, yes, now I'm turning my attention to you, would like to tell your story, I encourage you to give me a call, 501-470-6386, or email info@radiowhat.com. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, radiowhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.